Complaints about Vietnam. I'm going to talk to you about the complaints that are common in Vietnam, or complaints I've seen and complaints I have about Vietnam. So let's start. So I saw a Facebook post recently. I posted it in my post section. You can see it about a woman feeling like Vietnamese are not that friendly. And it is funny because some people have said in the comment section that's just Vietnam. That is the reality. And many people liked that comment. So, but what's also funny is I commented and I said people will try to gaslight you into believing that's not the case. And obviously everyone has a different experience. But let's just talk. I mean, compared to New York, yeah, the I guess it would be more friendly compared to many Asian countries. No, I would say no. I mean, it's probably more friendly than like China, or I would say that's about it. Maybe Korea, but I don't think it's that friendly. Anyway, someone twisted it. They saw this woman's post, and you know what they said to her? Of course, there's people get absolutely angry with anything negative being said about Vietnam. Uh, you know, it's usually TEFL teachers, people who are trapped here married to Vietnamese women, or something along those lines, because they're, all their eggs are in the one basket and they're married here and they're trapped here. So, of course, you're now attacking or criticizing something they can't get out of. No one likes that. No one likes that, right? It's like, so I understand why even Vietnamese might be offended by any negative comments because they feel trapped in a lot of ways. And that's the reality. So someone tried to make her the problem, and he said, well, blah blah blah, maybe there's something you did, and it's not how you act, and blah blah blah. It's you. Like he really flipped the script, and he said, uh, "When in Rome, do as the Romans do." And my response was, "Yeah, just start peeing and shitting on stuff to be a normie." That's what I said in response. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. It's me being sarcastic and such. He had a meltdown. I kid you not. So anyway, that's the first thing about not being friendly. The second thing is, yeah, quite literally them peeing and shitting on stuff. I'm not even exaggerating. You will find this in pretty much every underdeveloped Southeast Asian country, but Vietnam somehow amplifies it. Compared to the other Southeast Asian countries, Vietnam does it even more. And let's talk about pollution. I would say Vietnam cares less about the environment than the neighboring Southeast Asian countries. They care less. So there's more trash on the ground and such. Let's talk about traffic. That's another complaint. Traffic is worse in Vietnam than the neighbors. You go to Cambodia, way different. You go to Thailand, way different. So there's a lot of these negative aspects that are consistent. They're in every underdeveloped Southeast Asian country, but somehow Vietnam, it's 10 times worse in Vietnam, these negative characteristics. So these are some complaints that people have. What do you think? What's your biggest beef with Vietnam? And yeah, you tell me. Oh, by the way, I've been seeing these little Vietnamese gangs. I'm thinking about maybe I should join one. I see them like walking down the street. Maybe I can be their token white guy. I don't know what I got to do to join their little gang. Anyway, uh, what's your biggest beef about What's your biggest beef about Vietnam?